Hello humans, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cookie here at Yoga with Cookie, and I am going to help you out with getting rid of some of your back problems. So if you're experiencing back pain, a lot of times that's because we have tight hips. So we're going to focus on hip postures today to help release the pressure we're feeling on our lumbar spine. So right here we are starting in our yogi squat, our malasana, or our garland pose. So many names for this posture. And you can use books, a block, prop, anything you need to just prop up underneath your hips to sit on comfortably on any level that fits best for you. And then once you find your nice comfortable position, make sure that your elbows are on the inside of your knees and thighs. You're lifting up tall through the spine. You're not slouched over. Relax your shoulders down. We're going to take a moment to just twist open in our malasana. So right hand out to the right inside the right knee, left arm up twisting. And then we're going to switch left arm out to the left, keeping the hips open, right arm up and twist. Let's do that again. So again, we're going to twist open to the left, right hand down, left arm up, breathing. Coming back through center and twisting now over to the opposite side, opening to the right, right arm up, and back through center. Take your time to really feel the hips out. One more breath before we remove the block. Then you're going to find your way to your malasana without any support, sending those hips down a little bit further. Remember to keep the heart high. It's okay to wiggle around, to move, to just kind of release any snaps and crackles that you're feeling. Breathing in, definitely, and breathing out, definitely. Do not forget to breathe when you're holding this very intense squat position. All right, on your next inhale, slowly just lift the hips up and heel toe your feet wide, where your heels are angled out and your toes are angled in. And then take the time to bring the right hand directly underneath your head. Trace your right arm, trace your collarbones, follow that left arm up, reaching it towards the sky as you twist open to the left. And then exhale down. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. And then we're going to switch sides. Now bringing that left hand directly underneath your face. Again, you're going to trace the arm, follow the clavicles until you extend that arm straight up. You can always bring the hand to the hips if that feels better for you. Release it back down to our wide-legged fold, holding here. Your next inhale, slowly rise up, and we're going to just walk it over to the right side, finding a low lunge. So bring the back left knee down, relax the back left foot, and you're just going to rock forward and back into these hips. Again, your body is meant to be moved however it feels best for you today. Before you heel toe the right foot over to the right, so your hands could be on the inside of your right foot. And then you're going to take the time to open the hip by dropping the right knee to the right. You'll flex your toes, rolling to the pinky toe side edge of your foot, and gently twisting to the right, melting that front left hip down. And then you'll take your time as you come back through center. You're going to heel toe your right foot all the way over to the left side of your mat behind your left wrist. We're preparing to find our pigeon now. So start to walk that back left leg back so you can get those hips low. They don't got to touch the earth, okay? It's not anything extra, just as low as you go today. If there's some space there, it's cool. Maybe put a block underneath your hips or a blanket to support you. Your shin does not have to stay parallel to the front of the mat unless they're really open and you want that extra work. Otherwise, just bring your right heel in closer to your left hip bone to give yourself a little bit more room to go even deeper in this pigeon. You can stay on your hands or lower down to your forearms. And you want to make sure that back leg is active. If it's really inactive and you're falling one way or the other, maybe tuck the toes under, but you want to keep the knee and thigh pointed down. Notice where you can let go in the hips here, and let go with every breath that you take. Inhale, making space. Exhale, softening into the pose. And so now we are going to rock over to the right side so we can come out of this pose and into a seat and a half wide leg. It's always nice to get some side body stretching. So we're first going to twist to the right before we slowly cartwheel our arms up and over that extended left leg. And you can just let your top right arm drape if that feels best for you. You can actually reach for the toes. You can use the strap. But you want to get into that right side body. You want to keep the right hip rooted. You can always put a little bend in that left knee if that feels better. We're not trying to strain the hamstrings. We're not trying to hurt other parts of our body as we're working to solve our low back. On your exhale, slowly come out of that. A couple wiggles to get it all out of your system. And then I want you to take your time bringing your hands forward so you can lift up off your hips and off that right foot. Take your time, planting the left leg down, lifting hips up and finding your way back to a wide-legged stance. And maybe that looks different for you. That is okay. Find your way back to your wide-legged forward fold. Taking a couple of breaths here, in and out through the nose. Nice and steady. Inhale, you're going to half lift, and we're going to take it over to the left side now. Got to find symmetry. And you may find that this hip side is easier, it's more limber, or maybe tighter. You'll see for me here, I have to do a few more rocks to loosen this side up. So again, rock back and forth, feel out where this hip is and what it needs. Before you settle into your lizard pose, bringing both hands inside of the left foot, letting that left knee fall over to the left, opening the hip more, rolling to the pinky toe side edge of that foot. Remember to do that to keep the ankle strong, twisting over to the left. Holding for a nice couple of breaths here. In and out through the nose. Remember, every exhale, we're trying to find some ease in those hips. Do any kind of movement, wiggling, making space in this hip as you need. Before you start to walk that left foot all the way over to the right side of your mat, behind your right wrist, dropping the knee down behind your left wrist, finding your pigeon pose here. Again, this side is different. See it as a whole new side. Give it the love that it's asking for. Maybe your hip is really open on this side, or maybe again you draw the heel in closer to the hip bone, going as low as you can go on this side, knowing it's okay to bring any support underneath your hips as you settle in and breathe. Always check in and make sure you're not rocking to one side or the other, not yet at least. We want to keep those hips nice and level. Each exhale, release tension. Melt all the tightness, all the aches down to the earth and out of your system. Another breath here. Before we slowly, again, we're going to rock to the left now so we can find our way up to our half seat. We twist over to the left before we unwind, cartwheel the arms up and over, side body stretch over the extended right leg. That arm could actively lengthen, reaching over. Or maybe it drips over the head, or maybe you actually make contact with the right toes, with the right foot, keeping that left hip nice and rooted as you breathe into your left side body here. Everywhere you feel the sensation of stretch happening, guide your inhale there. Make some more space in that area in your body. And then exhale, slowly release the tension. And then again, we're going to take the time releasing this pose on your exhale, coming up onto your hands, off of your hips, so you can now find your way to a child's pose. This time, knees wide, big toes touching, hips to heels. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the arms, bring your third eye down to the mat, aka your forehead, okay? Take a moment here in this gentle hip release to soften all parts of your body. And then take your time on your inhale, slowly walking your hands up. You're going to thread this left arm underneath the right so the left shoulder comes all the way down. Extend the right arm forward so you have some space to twist to the right. And then we're going to unwind and switch it. We're not staying in this posture long, just making some space in the shoulders. Everything's connected. Coming back through center. Walk your hands all the way over to the right. And now as you extend your arms and torso to the right, keep your left hip rooting in your child's pose. And then walk it all the way over to the left, the opposite side, keeping the right hip rooted. And then come back through center. And those are the main postures that are going to make some space in your hips so that you feel better in your low back. Let's not Tina twerk because we don't want to cause more back issues than we already have, right? Thanks so much for watching this video, humans. Make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe. See you on the mat.